Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. How you all doing? I hope you guys are having a wonderful... Today's actually Friday night to be exact. Today, oh my god guys, I am very excited for this video because it's something I just recently got in the mail that I ordered, and it took so long to get here, like really long. But anyways, this palette, I don't know, I'm hyped for it. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, don't forget to give it a like as always, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am so thankful for you. You have no idea, like no idea. I really hope that you enjoyed my review, my first impression on this palette, and other than that, we should just get right into it. Alrighty guys, so the palette that I'm gonna be talking about is this Beautiful Baby by Beauty Glazed. This palette I ordered off from Amazon. It was actually on sale for like I think $5 or something. It had free shipping as well. However, it took a very long time to get here. Like this literally took I think 2 months to get to my house. So I've been dying to get my hands on it, and I finally did, and I'm so excited to see how it performs and how good it is. If you have been subscribed to my channel, or you know you've been watching my videos, you know that I love this palette. This is by Beauty Glazed as well, but this is the Textured Shadows palette, and this is like a dupe to the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Edition type of palette. It kind of looks like exactly the same, and this is definitely, I would say, a dupe for it. Like I said, when I saw this one, it reminded me as well of a palette that I think NATASHA DENONA has. I'll show you guys a picture here if I can find a picture, but it has like the same kind of colors, the same kind of color scheme, you know, type of thing. But let me just tell you what it is, because I'm just really excited to get this on my eyes. So this is the 15 color eyeshadow palette by Beauty Glazed, which is called the Sunset Dusk palette, and it has a little like thing that comes off. It's just made out of cardboard, and on the back it actually tells you like everything about the eyeshadow, so like all the ingredients as well as the shades of the colors right there, and the same thing on this. So it's the same picture. I love this picture. I just think it looks super pretty, and it goes so well with the theme of the palette, which is just Sunset Dusk. Then at the back, same thing. It just has all your ingredients and all the names of the shades right there. Honestly guys, this palette one, I saw it online. The colors really called to me. It has a little plastic thing to cover the eyeshadows so they don't get you know, damaged or anything along the way. But this is what the palette looks like. Same thing, it does not have a mirror. I think that's the thing with all these palettes by Beauty Glazed. They don't have a mirror just because they're a little bit more affordable. It is kind of a downfall because you have to always go back to like something else and like use a mirror or something else and then go back to the shadow and that type of thing. But honestly, I kind of like look past that as long as the eyeshadows and like the actual product is bomb. I just kind of go like, it's alright, you know, especially for the price, because I feel like some of these palettes are super affordable. So I'm just kind of like, it's alright, it's all good, you know. This is what the palette looks like. I'll give you guys a second to look at this beauty. These colors honestly look beautiful. Rose Gold Edition palette. It's actually a little bit larger in size, so if you guys can see it, it's a little bit larger. This one has 18 shadows and this one has 15 shadows. So there you guys can see kind of like the difference, but it's the same packaging, same kind of idea. Honestly, when I bought this palette, I was super impressed with Beauty Glazed, and I'm kind of hoping that it's the same idea with this one. So I just thought I would do kind of like a look with you all and try out as many eyeshadows as I can try out. I did swatch them already because when I got it, like I said, I've been waiting on this baby for like 2 months. So it was just like, I just needed to touch the eyeshadows and see how they were, you know. Honestly, they swatch really nice. I'll show you guys a couple swatches, but I will be showing you guys swatches more thoroughly. But this is one of the shades. This is the color Ginger. It's the yellow eyeshadow. I was really impressed because I feel like they're really nice. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it very well, but I feel like they're really nice and pigmented. I'll show you guys another shade. This is the color, what color is this? Rose. There, you guys can see it, and they feel, I feel like I'm kind of losing my voice. I feel like they're really nice and buttery. Even when you go in and touch them with your fingers, they're really, really nice and buttery. This is another shade which is called Slushie, which you guys can see. They have a really nice pigmentation to them, and I feel like they're really gonna be good. And I'm super excited to see how these babies perform on the eyes because they just look so pretty on here. I'm just like, hey girl. I guess we'll just get started. I'm gonna start off with the shade. I don't even know what kind of look like I want to do. We have some really beautiful like orange tones in here, and I think that's what I'm gonna stick with because honestly I don't really play around with orange tones on my eyes, so we should try this out today. I'm gonna try this fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna take the color Fleshy. I just want to take that on. Okay, so they have a little bit of kickback. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see it on camera, but not too much where you go like, oh my god, like what are you doing, you know, just a tiny bit. And I'm just gonna kind of pack this all over the lid, kind of as a base color. So it has some nice pigmentation, but nothing too crazy. I think you guys are able to see it on camera, the amount of pigment that it has to it. It's just like a really pretty kind of peachy toned color, and I'm kind of running that through the crease as well. I feel like if you have really fair skin, you could use that as a transition color and it would work really nice. Sorry if I sound a little bit like or like, you know, I feel like I am getting sick. Rafael, my boyfriend, actually has been sick for a couple days now. It's just been super cold here in Toronto, and everybody's like hit with the flu. It's just not a good time, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna move on to, I want to use this yellow. I just want to see how it performs on the eyes, you know, because like I don't think I've ever played with that yellow eyeshadow actually. So I'm just gonna take this fluffy brush right here. Just gonna pick that up. Ooh, okay. So yeah, I don't think I've ever played with yellow eyeshadow, but let's try it out today. I don't even know if the look that I'm gonna come out with is gonna be good, but let's hope it will. You know what I mean? Because if not, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Wow, so this yellow is actually really nice and pigmented, and it's blending really, really well. Like I said, I feel like I have such good expectations for these eyeshadows because that Beauty Glazed Sunset Edition palette is like one of my, I mean not Sunset, Rose Gold Edition is like literally one of my all-time favorite palettes. So yeah. Wow, but this eyeshadow just blended super nicely on the crease, and it has a really nice pigmentation to it, but nothing like, you definitely get a lot more pigment if you pat it in. So for example, if you were trying to go for a very dramatic like all over the lid kind of shadow moments with that yellow color, could definitely go for it. But because I'm just kind of fluffing and blending that color into the crease, it's not like super pigmented, but I love it. I think that looks pretty. Next color I'm gonna try is this one, which is called Cinnamon, right here. I'm gonna put my brush on there. These shadows do have a little bit of kickback to them, so once you put your brush into them, you will see a little bit of powder, but it's nothing too crazy, and I feel like that's totally normal. Okay, that's nice and pigmented. I feel like, I don't know, I have a feeling this palette is actually a little bit more pigmented. I feel like the other eyeshadow palette, I feel like the colors are a little bit more pressed into the thing, so they're not as powdery and as, Like they're definitely pigmented, but I feel like these ones are definitely more pigmented. Like the formula is a little bit better just as I'm working with them, and they have such great pigmentation, but they blend really, really nicely. Like, wow, I'm really impressed. And I'm kind of just keeping that on this outer V. So as you guys can see, I went in with the brush right here and I started blending away, but I'm trying to keep this part kind of bare of anything for right now. But you guys see, like, I am blending and the eyeshadows look super, super nicely. There's nothing like any patchiness or anything like that. Like, they're just blending into each other. I'm going back into that yellow color, which is called Ginger, and I'm just gonna kind of bluff out the edges a little bit more right here, just to kind of blend the two colors together further. Ooh, baby. Yeah, it's definitely like something different for me to be working with these type of colors, because I don't usually work with these colors, but I'm loving it. I'm gonna go into Pumpkin, which is this color right here. It's a little bit more kind of like terracotta type of shade in comparison to that other one, and I'm gonna use a different brush for this one. I'm gonna take that with this brush. This is by Morphe, and I'm just gonna go right in there. It picks up quite a bit. I'm just tapping off the excess, and I'm just gonna place that right on this outer part, kind of patting the color in at first, and then I'm gonna start blending it on the lid and kind of like right on the crease. So this color is really nice and pigmented. It's kind of like a burnt orangey brick red type of color, but it's beautiful. And then I'm gonna go back to that other brush that I was using, and I'm just gonna blend the edges. Wow, I'm actually really, really impressed with how these shadows are working right now, because they're beautiful, and like I said, I feel like they actually work better than this palette, and I love this palette already, so it's like wow, wow, wow. And they're all blending into each other like really, really nicely. I feel like sometimes I get some palettes that are really nice and they look really nice, but they don't seem to work with each other as nicely, and like that's when it sucks the most, because that's what palettes are supposed to do, you know? Anyways, I'm just gonna take a little bit, whatever's left on this brush, I'm just gonna take it like all over the lid, and just so I can get a nice wash of that. We have this color right here, which is called Golden. Really pretty, like orangey, goldy type of color. I'll see if I can show you guys a swatch of it right here. I feel like this light is not doing you guys justice. Like I said, I am filming at night, so it's kind of shitty, but it's kind of like an orangey color, but with a kind of like a goldy undertone. I'm gonna try that all over the lid, like, well, actually just like right here in the inner corner. I'm just gonna start applying that. Oh wow. Okay, so this one is not as nice. I feel like I picked up a lot of product, even though I didn't have a lot on the finger. It's kind of like a crumbly kind of eyeshadow, and it kind of gave me some fallout, but I mean, it looks pretty on the eye, like it looks nice, but it's very crumbly, and actually it doesn't feel, I feel like the mattes feel a little bit more buttery than this, which is usually like the other way around, but it's alright. That one is not as impressive as the mattes. We have this other one, which is called Bronze. It just looks like a rose gold color. Yeah, I feel like the shimmers on this one are alright. Like, they're not as blinding on the eyes. They also have this other one which is called Mermaid. It's kind of like an orangey kind of color. Do you guys see that right there? It's pretty. Oh, this one's pigmented. Look at that. This one is pretty. Okay, I'll try that one like on the center of the lid just to add a little bit of shimmer on there. I'm gonna try that with a brush this time just to see how it applies and whatnot. I'm actually gonna wet the brush, so I'm gonna take some of that mermaid color. You guys can see it, and I'm just gonna wet the brush, see if it works a little bit better. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that on the center of the eye. These eyeshadows do say, like on the back of the palette, it says to use the eyeshadows with your fingertips and it should work better. But this one is actually, it's nice, but it's definitely like not the best kind of foiled shadow that I've used. Like, it's alright, but it gives a really pretty effect on the center of the lid. It's just like a very nice, bright, shimmery color, and I like it. I like how it looks, but it's definitely not like, wow, oh my god, you know? It's kind of like, oh, it's cute, it's cute. I'm just gonna blend the edges. I'm actually gonna darken up the outer part of the eye. I'm gonna use Mocha right here. It's a darker color, and I'm gonna use that same brush that I was using by Morphe. I'm just gonna, whoa, that picked up a lot. Just gonna pat this right in this outer part of the eye. Yeah, like you see, the matte colors on this palette are super, super nice and pigmented and blendable. I definitely prefer the mattes on this palette more than the kind of foiled shadows that they have, but honestly, you get 6 colors that are like shimmery foiled and the rest of them are matte, so I'm not mad, you know, like it's alright. I'm actually glad because the formula of the matte seemed to be super, super nice, so I'm happy with the palette so far. Alright, and just to try out one of the dark shadows, like really, really dark shadows, I'm gonna use this one right here, which is just like a cool tone, really dark chocolate brown, and this one's called Ash. I'm gonna pick that up with that same brush, and I'm just gonna try that really close to the lashes. Can you guys see that? Oh my god, I love this palette. I'm kind of creating kind of like a smoky wing kind of effect because I just want to do that. So I'm kind of taking that outwards. I really like that. Damn. That color is pretty. Okay, I'm just gonna clean up the edge a little bit because I feel like it's looking a little bit messy. I'm just gonna take this brush, take some powder. I definitely feel like these shadows are super blendable. They work together really, really well. Like, just overall, all the shades on here, it's like, I mean, especially the ones that I've just used, they all work really, really well. It does have some kickback, so me blowing it just kind of took everything away. I'm really happy with like how this looks. Like, I think the matte shades are stunning. They all work really, really nice together. So yeah, that's kind of the look right now. Like I said, the shimmers or the foil kind of shadows are not the best. They're not like my fave in this palette, but I'm gonna try this color, which is called Pearl. They just feel kind of like a little bit crumbly, and there it is. So they are kind of like nice quality, but they do feel a little bit crumbly. So I don't know how, like, I don't think I would be like in love with them because of that reason. I'm just gonna take that same brush and I'm gonna take that color Pearl, pop that like in the inner corner and right here. They're definitely like not the most bright kind of shadows, but this one I feel like it's a little bit better. So that's just me trying them out right now without like a complete like sticky base. So I feel like maybe with the NYX glitter primer they would work a little bit better, but just by themselves they're not like, you know, they're not wowing me. However, the mattes, oh my god, I feel like I've said that like a million times already. But anyways guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the other eye off camera and probably put some lashes or something, and then I'll be right back to wrap this up. Okay? Okay. Alrighty guys, so I'm back. As you guys can see, I added some stuff onto the lower lash line. I basically just took the first color that we applied on the crease, so ginger, which is the yellow shadow. Then I applied a little bit of cinnamon and pumpkin, and I just kind of smoked that out on the lower lash line. Honestly guys, I am super happy with this palette. I am definitely like impressed. I actually think it's better than this one right here. Like I said, I feel like the powders are pressed differently. I feel like in this one they're pressed a little bit harder. Even though you get a little bit more kickback whenever you put your brush in, I feel like it kind of gives you a little bit more pigment and a little bit more blendability. And honestly guys, I'm definitely really impressed with the mattes. Especially, I feel like the foiled shadows are not as good as in this palette. I feel like the foiled shadows on this palette are much better, like much better. So that's the only downfall of this palette, but they're still good. Like you guys can still see kind of like the foiledness of it, like right on my lid, but they're just not like bam, like right in your face, you know? Foiled shadows are like not my fave, but they still look good, and I think you can make them work. Yeah, I don't have any other complaints. If you are looking at this palette like online and you're like debating whether or not to get it, I would definitely recommend for you to get it because you have a variety of different colors. I feel like you can create a very like kind of neutral eye look with this, like with just like this color right here, some orange tones, but you can also kind of like smoke it out with these darker shades, and I love them. I think these tones are super flattering on pretty much anybody, whether you have like a light complexion or you have like a really dark complexion or medium skin tone, like any kind of complexion. I think these tones would just look bomb. They're really easy to work with. You don't get tons of fallout. Like you don't get fallout at all with the matte shades. I feel like I said, the foil shadows are a little bit crumbly, so you can get a little bit of fallout, especially if you apply them with your finger. But overall, I'm impressed. and I'm happy I got this. I got this from Amazon, so I'm pretty sure you can still get it. I'll link it down below where I got mine from, like exactly the link. But I've also seen this palette on the app wish.com, and they're like really affordable. Like honestly, I paid like $5 for this, so $5 for this palette, I am like yes, because I'm gonna get so much use out of it. I already know it. Like I already know, you know. So yeah guys, I think that completes this video. Overall, I'm so happy with this purchase. They're probably gonna be like, this is probably gonna be my go-to now. I told you guys this is like always my go-to for like glam looks and stuff, but I think this is the first palette that I have that has like really warm tones in it, like oranges and like a yellow and that type of thing, and I'm really into it. So this is probably gonna become my go-to, and I love them. Beauty Glazed, you kill it. You killed it again, once again. Damn. I definitely want to try out more things from their brand because they're super affordable and their products are just like on point, you know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to always give it a like if you enjoyed the video, and also subscribe to my channel so we can be friends, you know. Other than that, that is it for me today. I am tired. I feel like I'm getting a migraine, and I'm probably gonna take some pics and then call it a day and go to sleep because it is almost 11 p.m. and my bed is calling me. My bed is like, yo Nana, you and I have some talk to do. We got to talk, and then I'm gonna fall asleep, you know. But yeah guys, keep going, keep that hustle, and I'll see you guys on my next video. I just love this look. Like, look at how pretty it is. Look at it. Look at it. Oh my.